Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is modals of necessity and obligation. These modal verbs are important to give or to show necessity and sometimes for obligation. These kinds of modal verbs are must, have to, and have get to. As we discussed so far, must has sometimes important to give advices and suggestions which are similar meaning with that of ought to, should, and had better. In this case, if things which are obligation, so we use must for obligation and necessity. So must here, must plus verb 1, and here is negative form is must not or mustn't. Yes, mustn't, which is prohibition. All right. Look here. You must help the poor. You must help the poor. So this is an obligation. What kind of obligation? Moral obligation. All right. Moral obligation. You must help the poor. Must plus verb 1, which is true. An obligation, necessity. You must read the book. If you want to score good marks, if you want to score good marks, you must read. You must read means it is necessary to read the books. Right? It is necessary. It is necessary. It is necessary to read the books if you want to score good marks. So must read means which is necessary. Necessary. So this is one of the uses of must. One of the uses, or she must leave from the town as dangerous to live here. Yeah, to live here. She must leave. Yeah. It's necessary to leave from here because it's not advisable to stay here. So must leave, must plus verb 1. So when it is things which are necessary, so we can use must for expressing necessity. Another example here, we must waste our time. We must waste our time to do more. Look, the example is here. Must waste our time. It is necessary for us to waste our time to be successful, to be productive. So must waste our time. If we write like this, we can waste. No. Must has necessity and sometimes for what? A strong obligation. A strong obligation. Yes. This is one of the uses of must. And here, have to and must not plus verb 1. You must not smoke in the classroom. Yeah, you must not smoke in the classroom. Mustn't not means it is prohibited. It is prohibited to smoke in the classroom. Prohibited, something which is not allowed to do in the classroom, which is not allowed to smoke in the classroom. So it is mustn't or must not smoke cigarettes in the classroom. This is also necessity, which is an obligation, no, prohibited or prohibition. Prohibition. And the other just have to, or we can say that have to. This is have to, which is similar meaning have get to. Look here, they have the same meaning with have got to. Have to and have got the same meaning, all right? Or have to has to, which is singular, or has get to, which is singular. This one is singular and this one is singular. They have also the same meaning. Negative forms, yes, look here. Have to and don't have to. Don't have to or doesn't have to, which is, look here, which is positive, and this one is negative. This one is negative. And the other one here is have got to. Have got to. So let me give you some examples here. Example is here. Have to. It's necessary. You have to do more. Look here, it's necessary to do more, yeah? It's necessary to do more. Yes, have to do more. It's necessary to do more. Or you can say it. She has to practice the exercise. Look here, she has to practice. Has to practice means it's necessary to practice her, right? It's necessary. It's necessary to her to practice, yeah? To her to practice, which is necessity, which is, this is singular, and this one is also plural. So have to plus verb 1, has to plus verb 1. Both these two examples show about necessity. Necessity. All right. Let's pass to the next one. Have to or don't have to. Don't have to. Don't have to, which is plural, all right? Plural. And here, doesn't have to, which is singular. Let me make it clear, please. This one is the positive form of have to. Don't have to, which is plural. Doesn't have to, which is singular. So we can use don't have to and doesn't have to for making what? Negative sentences. What that shows about necessity. I don't have to stay here. I don't have to. I don't have to come earlier. Or look here. We don't have to play in the road. Or they don't have to, look here, they don't have to just, they don't have to, just play here, all right? Don't have to come late. Look, the example is here. I don't have to, yes. I don't have to come earlier. It's not necessary to come earlier. I don't have to, right? We don't have to play in the road. It's not necessary for us to play in the road, right? They don't have to come late. Don't have to come late. It's not necessary to come late here. So it's true, not necessary, or which is, just something which is not necessary. So we can use don't have to and doesn't have to. And let me give you an example. She doesn't have to. She doesn't have to. She doesn't have to miss the class. Yes? She doesn't have to miss the class. Doesn't have to, which is negative, and this doesn't have to is appropriate with or agree with the subject singular. So she doesn't have to. She doesn't have to miss the class. So it means that it's not necessary to miss the class. If she misses the class, some lesson will be missed. So she doesn't have to miss the class. It's not necessary. to meet the class, it means. So these are the negative forms of have to, which is don't have to and doesn't have to. Sometimes have not to is also possible, yes? Have not to is possible, or has not to is also possible, which have the same meaning with don't have to and doesn't have to. Don't have to and doesn't have to. So we can use have to and doesn't have to and don't have to, have not to, or has not to on this way. Something which is not necessary, so we can use don't have to. Yeah, and the other very important part here is have get to. As I try to explain the similarity of these two words, have to, have got to, which is have to, or has to, or have got to, or has got to. This one is plural here, and this one is singular. This one is plural, and this one is what? Singular. So totally they are what? They are similar. Look here. They are similar. Have get to, which is plural, have to, has got to, has to, the similar meaning. We can just use have get to or have to, has got to or have to, the same meaning. So they are important to express our necessities and obligation. So I'm going to just give you some examples how we use have to and have got to or and has got to. So the negative forms of these two words are, look, the negative forms of these two words are have got to, yes, have not got to, yeah, have not got to, or has got to, has not got to. Yes, have got to, and negative form, have not got to, has not got to. Hi, yeah, this one is what? Don't have to, or don't have to, or doesn't have to, the negative form. So negative, and here is positive, but the meaning is the same. The structure might be different, but the meaning is the same. So we have to do more. It means we have to do more. Yes, you have to just, wow, you have got to do more, or you have got to do, you have got to work hard. It means you have to do work, to work hard. Look, this example is here. We have got to work just to do more, which means it is necessary to do more. Yeah? You have got to, here, you have got to work hard. It is necessary to do more, and then you will be productive. You have got to work hard. It is necessary to work hard, and finally, you will be profitable. So this sentence has similar meaning with this one. So you have got to work means you have to work, you have to do, right? Or you have got to work hard, you have to work hard, right? It's necessary to work hard, and finally, you will be profitable. So the sentence has such kinds of structure, such kinds of meaning. So we have to use have got to and have to interchangeably for writing necessities and writing for something which is obligation, which is on obligation. And the other one is she has got here. She has got to write the essays. It means she has to write the essay. Look here. Has got, I want to give an emphasis here because the speaker here is she, and has got, the modal verb has got is singular, so there is subject verb agreement. And she has to write the essay, has to plus she is inappropriate, but the two sentences have the same meaning. So you have to just use this sentence if you are expressing necessity on this way. And the other is here. The other negative forms of have to and have get to, have got to, have got to, which is have not get to, have not got to. Let me give you, we have not got to, yes. We have not got to, we have not got to disturb, we have not got to disturb others. Or she has not got to punish the youngers. Yeah. Look here. We have not got to disturb others. It's not necessary to disturb others. One, she has not got to punish the youngers. No necessary to punish the youngers. No necessary to punish the youngers. So we can write this one. We don't have to disturb the others. One, and here she doesn't have to disturb the others. Another ways of writing. We don't have to and she doesn't have to. Yes. And she hasn't to, or they haven't to. This is also possible. So we can write these negative necessities or negative modal verbs on this way, but the idea is still the same. Totally, these modal verbs are important to give an obligation and expressing for necessity, especially for must, have to, and have got to. Especially have to and have got to have the same meaning, and its negative form is the same meaning with don't have to, doesn't have to, and haven't got to or hasn't got to. So you have to use these structures and making these obligation sentences. This is the lesson that I'm discussing at the time of speaking. Thank you very much.